What's up, guys? All right, so I made a video to help a lot of people understand, or beginners understand, how CrossFit actually works, right? It's not just for the elite. CrossFit's for everybody, whether you're 80, 90 years old. Everything can be scaled to your ability. You just got to show up and come through those doors. So I'm hoping these videos that I start making will help you understand how we do it here at CFTC and how my coaches do a phenomenal job scaling and doing progressions for our athletes. So tomorrow's workout example, that's what I worked on today, is 5 rounds for time, 2 rope climbs, 15 GHD sit-ups, and 20 box jumps, okay? So I made videos and broke them down to show you how anyone can do CrossFit, and I hope this helps show you and get you confident, and maybe you'll go through a CrossFit gym door or some gym and see that CrossFit is scalable for everybody, okay? I hope that helps. I want to show you a little bit how we do things here at CFTC. So a lot of people are nervous to try CrossFit. I just want to let you know that everything in CrossFit is scalable, and what we mean by that is how to do certain things. So example, I'm going to teach you what we do for rope climbs. Okay, so when rope climbs comes into the workout, my goal and my coach's goals are for you to get to climb that rope. Now, we've had a lot of success in my gym for 13 years of, 15-year-olds, 30-year-olds, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80-year-olds climbing the rope. Okay, so what we do is we don't teach the pull to stand. Pull to stand is just using your upper body lats and pulling. There is no technique involved in that. So we teach you the J hook. Okay, and we use progressions over and over and over to help you get confident so you can climb that rope, okay? So the first progression we teach is just sitting on the box, getting your footwork in the J-hook, okay? Everything in CrossFit, a lot of it's technique and learning that. So that's what we focus at, is understanding that, okay, one, we need some good flexion and mobility to get our knees up, because rope climb is more of a squat than it is of a pull. Okay, so if you're laying down and doing just pulling, you're never learning the skill to climb the rope. So we teach here, every time we have rope climbs, we don't do any stand-up pulls. We focus on the footwork, the J-hook coming in, creating that shelf, the pinch. Push down with the right leg into the shelf and squeeze with the left, creating the shelf with a little bit of knee bend, so you're in that squat position, and then I create the shelf. When I'm ready to climb the rope, I'll push with my legs. I'll push with my legs, hand over hand, get fully extended, and when I'm ready, I'm gonna squeeze that rope quick, and then quickly put the J-hook in again, okay? So a lot of people will jump on the rope. If they're not taught properly, they'll be hanging, swinging around, trying to get their feet in. So why we show you each progression. So we take you through this to practice, and then I'll show you the next progression, what we do next to get you more confident with the progression during the workout. That's what you'll be doing during the workout. All right, guys, so here's our setup, right? This is what we set up for you during the progressions of rope climbs to get you to get better. So when we put these in the workout and the programming, right? And then a couple weeks later, we do a rope climb again, and you keep practicing and you keep coming in and you're consistent, you'll be climbing a rope in no time. That's why we've had tons of success in my gym for athletes. Like I said, even 80-year-olds. My father used to climb the rope all the time. He loved it. But he did this progression over and over and over until he was used to that and the fast footwork. You can see we set up the gym, okay? So instead of stand-up pulls, we have it all set up so they can practice from the dead hang and get on that rope and get to climb that rope, which is awesome when we see those members get so happy and excited they did their first rope climb. So here's your setup. So if it's 2 rope climbs in the workout, this you'll probably be doing maybe 5 progressions of this to practice, 5, maybe 4, okay, to keep you moving, but to get that technique in. So it's a dead hang, right? So you're gonna dead hang, keep the rope in the center of your body. So I let my legs hang, just because if I go and jump on the rope, this is the exact position I want to get. I'm going to grab the rope with my hands and then quickly get that in, right? So I'm not holding my body weight here. So when I bring that J-hook in, right, there's my knee goes up, I create that J-hook, and then I push with the legs. I push, and I practice that, okay? So I'll let the rope hang again, make sure it's in the center of my body, because if I'm missing it, it's not in the center, I'm looking for it, now I'm holding my body weight the whole time. So you're working on quick, fast, right, pressing. Okay, so release, it's gonna be fast. I'm working on that quick technique J-hook and be able to try almost to get like a chest to bar. Release, okay, if I need to rest, I'll step on the box, take a breather, make sure that's in the center of my body again. I'm gonna dead hang and practice it again. Hang, quickly, press, okay? So that's what we work on. I'll show you now the rope climb, what it looks like, creating that shelf. Now, as we get confident, right, as my athletes and I see, and all my coaches pay attention to how often you're coming into the gym, and today might be the day, you know what? We're gonna try to go up the rope maybe 2 feet. Let's get off the rope. Let's get out of your comfort zone a little bit. Let's push you a little bit and see if you can get up maybe a little bit. Just jump and put your feet in. That's all. So you'll practice as you get better in the progression. We'll have you hang, put that J hook in, and maybe just press and come back down, okay? As you get comfortable. Then you'll climb the rope, right, eventually. So when I'm gonna do the same thing, rope stays centered, I'm gonna grab the rope and make sure I get that J hook in fast. Right, that's the squat position. Again, we want to work that mobility, flexibility, make sure we can get into that, pulling those knees to my chest. Okay, so it'll be here. Now I'm in my squat. So I'm gonna push with my legs. Push, 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 creating that J hook, okay? So from here, I'm gonna release, get in again. In that squat position, holding onto that rope, push with my legs, push with my legs, push, push them at the top, okay? From here, I open up the left leg easy and then squeeze when I'm nervous. I pinch when I'm nervous, open, squeeze, squeeze. Nice and easy, okay? All pushing with the leg, not pulling with the upper body, gets you exhausted. Use those legs, right? And that's how we climb the rope and teach you progressions at CFTC. All right, guys. So we know when people see CrossFit, they're always scared and nervous. They see the games athletes on Instagram or on social media, and you see CrossFit athletes working out at the gym and you're like, well, I can't do that stuff. Well, so you know, everybody starts from the beginning. So when we have box jumps in the programming, right? You see athletes, 30-inch box jumps, okay? You see that and you're kind of nervous, like how can I jump that high? 20-inch, right? And they're cycling fast. We have 24 inches as you get better, and it's our job to build up your strength, right? Progressions. What you don't know is most of them started here. A small plate, I don't care if it's a 10, right? We don't do step-ups because we're not creating that explosive power, okay? Explosive power, getting your heart rate up, as long as you don't have any injuries. If we have injuries, then we might do a step-up and strengthen your knee. We'll put you through the progressions with PT and help you build up the strength so you can jump and land, okay? We might use a 45-pound plate. Building up your confidence. When you get a little stronger, then you might do 12 inches. Stand. Okay? So don't be scared of CrossFit. We do a good job here. We'll take good care of you. We'll slowly build you up. And then so you do those things that you've never thought you could do, right? So one, we're building up we're gonna teach you confidence. We're gonna build up that confidence. That's what we care about more than anything. We're gonna have you do things that you've never done before. Maybe you've never jumped on a 24 inches. We'll get you there, okay? And as you get stronger, you're gonna see the results, which are absolutely amazing, right? And that's what we teach at CrossFit Tri-County. Longevity is everything. Pushing yourself, explosive power, good for everybody, okay? Anyone can do CrossFit, anyone. You just have to show up and get through the door. All right, guys, so in the program and tomorrow, we do have GHD sit-ups, okay? A lot of people are scared of these GHD machines. Glute ham developers are amazing, okay? To get you stronger, fitter. We do hip extensions, back extensions, and GHD sit-ups. So sit-ups, right? We make sure we build you up right. We're not gonna give you a lot of reps, something that really turns that core on. We do GHD sit-ups. So the proper way, get on the machine, you're gonna slide your foot in, lock in there, okay? And then I kind of use my toes to hook, right? So now I'm in a bent position. My hips have to be over the GHD pad in this position here. Okay, my knees are slightly bent, and as I'm going back, I can feel that midline turning on, right? So we might start you just kind of getting used to here, spot you from behind just to hold your back, and then have you come up and then touch the pads. Then we're gonna work on that explosive power, so you're hitting those back plates, okay? Extending, quick, and then both heels hit that back plate, right, to do it right. You want to work on that explosive power. As you get stronger, you'll come down and then extend. That's how you do a GHD sit-up, okay? So that's in the programming tomorrow. but we'll make sure you're consistent first. We're not going to just put you on this machine and you won't be able to get out of bed the next day or the next 2 days, okay? And also rhabdo, we pay attention to those things, right? So we want to make sure you'll have the right volume and the right amount of sets at CFTC. So coaches will always be scaling you until you get stronger and fitter. Then we'll be pushing you a little bit more, okay? But pretty much going at your own pace, and then the support, and you see the difference in your body and you feel better, and then you start pushing and the magic happens. All right, guys, so here's a little, so we have 6 GHD machines. So we will put these out to help clients, right? If they're not ready for the GHD, sometimes they're intimidated, and we know, and we'll slowly build you up. So we do a little setup here with some dumbbells, a med ball, and to mimic the GHD. So a little more challenging than an ab mat sit-up, right? Working that midline. So we get your toes underneath there. We sit on the front of the med ball, okay, on the very front of it, and then we're gonna extend over, touch the ground, okay, and then come up, touch the dumbbells. So here, extend over, almost mimicking the GHD, okay? So we work on that thoracic over the med ball, and then coming up, making contact, okay? If you're not there yet or strong enough, then we'll do regular sit-ups. We could be doing plank hold. We could be doing dead bugs or bird dogs, right? So we slowly build up your strength each day, all right? And that's some of the secrets of CFTC, how we do it right, why we've had results for 13 years and built amazing athletes in here, and most of all, confidence for the everyday life that you live. I'm Coach Scott. I'm the owner and head coach at CrossFit Tri-County in Bellingham. I've been here for 13 years, 13 wonderful years, and always growing and learning myself. We've built an amazing community over time in this gym. We've had our ups and downs, and always growing and learning, and always pushing to be better. Just like I teach all my athletes that come in here, try to be the best version of yourself. We know that life is very difficult in the real world. People are struggling with things we know nothing about. We do not judge in my community. We support and love everyone and that comes through the door, and we make sure everybody feels seen in my gym. It's a big thing with me. I want to make sure that nobody is left out. We support. You come in here and you be coachable, and we will change your life for the better. We will help you get whatever results you're looking for. We've been handing out results for 13 years with clients. I've had clients still here 13 years, 10 years, 9 years, 7 years, which is amazing. Their journey through pregnancies, through a lot of stuff. So we've built an amazing community here that I'm very proud of for 13 years, always learning and growing myself. And we want to help as many people as we can. I just did my first live radio show. It wasn't live. They filmed it, and then it went on the next couple of days. And I've been doing this for a long time, and I was still nervous to be on a radio. And now I'm like, it inspired me, and which I teach my clients, get comfortable being uncomfortable, because I was honestly nervous. I didn't want to do the radio show. I wanted to back out last minute. And it's what I teach every day in this gym. Get out of your comfort zone. Those are the things that help you grow. Do the things that you don't want to do. So I did it, and I was so when you do something like that, you're like, I was so happy after you, and that's what it is. We always, it's up here fighting with that, saying, I'm not ready, but those are the things that'll help. I know it's helped me, most people, taking my search through CrossFit, my level 1, level 2, always nervous. And once you do it, wow. And now look I'm making a difference in so many people's lives, and I'm very grateful for that. So I did the radio show, and now I got my little mic on, and I bought some stuff, and I'd like to do maybe podcasts now and share my journey of CrossFit Tri-County and my life with you, and hopefully I can inspire as many people as I can that life gets hard. It gets hard, but you always got to keep pushing forward no matter what. How I teach my younger athletes in here, I try to help build confidence and teaching my younger coaches so they have a better life, and teach them a little bit about, life does get hard. We will be dealing with things. There'll always be speed bumps, but no matter what, right, it always gets better. You'll have those speed blocks, and you got to push through them. You learn to adapt and overcome. Like CrossFit workouts, you see the workouts, sometimes you're intimidated, and it's as much as you push yourself. The more you push yourself in CrossFit, the fitter you get. As long as you're moving really well and efficient, and I'm big on that. I'm big on form and technique. Just ask anyone that comes to my gym or has been to my gym. And it's amazing because when you do a workout like, say, Fran, or any type of barbell workout or any workout, and you push yourself, and you're like, wow, I can't believe I just did that. And that builds your confidence, and you feel great for the whole day, dopamine, endorphins, and it helps you tackle the real world that we struggle with. So yeah, so that's it. I'd like to get my coaches on and do a little podcast for you guys. If you like that, let me know. Maybe reply in the comments, and I'll try to do more of these. Make time. Right? I always say with people who exercise, that's a big thing with me. I don't have time. You need to make time. You make time because you don't have time because it's not a priority. And these are things, tough lessons I've learned throughout my life. Even me, I was lazy, didn't want to do those things, and boy, there is a lot of time in your life to put these things in here. You just got to grind. You got to want it. You have one life to live in this world. Make it the best you can. We are very lucky and blessed to do these things, right? Exercise. I've had clients that I've lost in the past through cancer. I have clients in here working through cancer, which is amazing, inspiring. I learn a lot from my members as much as I teach them, right? I listen to their stories, their families, their children, and the community is amazing. They say it's a cult in CrossFit. It's like-minded people like you and me that go through tough struggles every day, and we support and lift one another, for that 1 hour. And I love when my clients leave here smiling and happy. And when they come in through my door, I give them a hug right away. They might be having a bad day, and I like to make people feel good. And that's what CFTC is all about. So yeah, try us out, come through the door. That's the hardest thing, walking through a CrossFit door, and I promise you we'll take care of you. And CrossFit's not for everybody, and that's fine. That's fine if you don't want to, but I want you to come try CrossFit Tri-County. Come meet Coach Scott and see if I can make a difference, because it's a gift that I have, and I want to share it with as many people as I can. All right, that's my first little podcast. I hope I did good. Well, I don't know if it'll be a podcast, video first. I got to learn all that stuff. All right, get to the gym.